Hello everyone, my name is Juan Duran and I am here to give you a 4-step process on how to get a mentor at work. The very first step that you must do is find a mentor. Whenever you are trying to find a mentor, make sure you have 3 to 4 possible mentors that you want to have as a mentor, so you can always have a backup plan. The first step on that step would be for it to be someone who you admire. Make sure it's somebody who you know as a person and who you have interacted with on several occasions. You don't want to go up and ask a stranger to be your mentor. Forbes magazine has said that whenever somebody asks a stranger to be their mentor, it is more than likely not going to work out in the long run. The second step would be to approach your possible mentor. After you have found someone who you admire and you want to be like, go ahead and approach them in a professional manner. You want to be confident. That is the most important thing. You want to approach the possible mentor with confidence. You want to make sure that you know what you want out of it. And the second thing would be that you want to learn from the best. You want them to know that you want to learn and become a better professional person. The third step would be to be prepared. Once you have gone in and met the person who you want to be your possible mentor, you want to go in there with a game plan. You never want to go into a meeting unprepared, so it is much like that. You want to go in there with exactly what you want to do, with an outline of the things you want to accomplish, how you want to grow as a person, how you're going to go about growing as a person, and how they are going to influence your success in the future. The second step would be for you to be reasonable. You want to be reasonable with the amount of time that you meet with that person. You don't want to go ask them if they want to meet you 4 or 5 times a week for 2 hours. That is just something that they cannot manage, considering they are very busy people. That goes on to the next thing. You want to be flexible whenever you try to ask someone to be your mentor. Whenever you are flexible, that means you have to be able to switch around your schedule to be able to adjust to their schedule. You got to keep in mind that they are very busy people and it is harder for them to have time for you and find time in their schedule. So whenever they do find that time, you got to be able to be sure you're flexible enough to move your schedule around and go ahead and meet up with them. You want them to know that you're serious about your game plan. That moves on to the fourth step. You always want to thank the person for their time, and if they happen to say yes, that is great. Make sure you stay in touch and you continue to progress on y'all's game plan on how to become a better person and how they're going to affect your mentorship. And then always, if they happen to say no to you, that is not going to be the end of the world. You could always go about approaching it in a different way. If they tell you no, you could always ask them if they could do it at a later time, if they could possibly do it at a later time, or if they have, maybe in 9 months, if they have more time on their schedule to be your mentor. Or you could ask them if they know anybody else who could possibly be your mentor. And sometimes they even change their mind and tell you that they can be their mentor after they see that you are very serious. So here's a quick overview. You find a mentor, and then you approach your mentor. You are prepared when you approach them, and then you always make sure to thank them and follow up. That is all.